students. In my last video, I have taught you what exactly is a sets. We defined the sets and then we discussed about the representation of the set. Representation in the sense, we spoke about what is a roster form and what is a set builder form. We also discussed well-known number system symbols. For example, capital N is for natural number, Z is for integers, like that we have discussed. And then there were many questions we discussed where we were converting from roster to set builders or set builder to roster. So now today we will discuss about types of sets. Now see what exactly I want to say when I am saying types of sets. Now I'll give you one example. Now tell me, since you have already learned set builders and roster form, tell me the elements if I define a set S in such a way that X belongs to X belongs to N such that X lies between 5 and 6. So what will be your answer? Okay. Now think this one. Suppose I am defining a set P in which I have the element such that X is even prime number greater than 2. Okay. Or suppose I am defining a set X belongs to R such that X square is equal to minus 2. So I have written 3 statements in front of you, or I have defined 3 sets in front of you. Now let us come to this. What it is saying, X is a natural number and this X is sitting between 5 and 6. Now tell me how many numbers are there between 5 and 6? There are infinite numbers between 5 and 6. Correct? My point is that here the first thing what they are saying, X belongs to N. What is N? N is a natural number. Natural numbers are the counting numbers. Counting numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after 5 who comes? 6 comes. So there is nothing between them. So for this my answer is nothing. Correct. Now look at the second example. X is an even prime number greater than 2. Now you list out all the prime number. You will observe all prime numbers are odd because they have specifically mentioned greater than 2. So in this case also I have nothing. Okay. Now next is X belongs to R such that X square is minus 2. If X square is equal to minus 2, so what is the value of X? Under root of minus 2. Now what is the square root of a negative number? This so till now we have not discussed. Right? Yes, there is something but it does not belong to R. You will study in future that this is root 2 I, because under root of minus 1 is I, which is called iota, which represent the complex numbers A plus IB. This is a standard format of complex number which you will study in another chapter. Right? So this is a complex number is another set. So this does not belong to R. So here also I am getting nothing. So means I have defined 3 sets and in all my answer was nothing. So what is this nothing in the set theory? This is called the empty set. This is called the null set. This is called the void set. It is represented by this and it is represented by this. Right? And how I define it? Set with no element is called empty set. So this is the first type of set. Now let's come to the second type of set. Now again I will give you the examples. Okay. Now if I say X such that x belongs to n. Okay, and x is between 5 and 7. So what will be the answer? Obviously, if I count the natural numbers after 5, who will come? 6. And 6 is between 5 and 7. So my answer is only one element, 6. Correct. One more example. If I say x such that x belongs to n and x square is equal to 9. Now when I say x square is equal to 9, so x is equal to plus minus 3. Correct? Why plus minus 3? Because I know when I square 3, I'll get 9. When I square minus 3, I'll get 9. So square root of 9 is always considered as plus minus 3. So I too got two numbers, plus 3 and minus 3. But what is the condition? X belongs to natural number. And obviously this is not a natural number. So my answer will be only plus 3. So this type of sets which contain only one element is called singleton set. Okay. So the set with single element is called singleton set. Right? Now, next question. Now tell me one thing. If I ask you x such that x is equal to 2n, okay, where n belongs to capital N and n is less than 6. So how you will write the roster form of this set? N belongs to natural number. So first you put n is equal to 1. So 2 will come. Now put n is equal to 2. So 4 will come. 3 means 6 will come. 4 means 8 will come. 5 means 10 will come. Now 6 I cannot take because it is defined that n is less than 6. So this is a finite set. Okay. So this is a finite set. So I can define finite set as if the number of a set, okay, or better definition is if a set is a set which is not null, okay, a set which is not null or its element can be listed down, then it is called the finite set. Okay, so how I am saying a set which is not a null set and its element can be listed. The other definition, the number of elements in a set is called cardinal number or order of the set is denoted by Na, which we have already discussed, right? So if the number is finite, then it is a finite set. So we have already defined this thing and I told you it is known as cardinal number, okay, and cardinal number is a number of elements in a set. Now there are few examples where we all feel they are not finite sets, but actually they are finite sets. For example, if I say set of soldiers in Indian Army, I don't know and I cannot go and count, but I know that government has a count for it. So it is a finite set. So when I say that set of Indian Army, it is a finite set. Okay. If I say set of natural number less than 100, it is finite. Now the place where you will get the confusion, set of person or human on earth, you all will think it is infinite, but no. We do say the population of this country is this much, the population of this country is this much. So you can count it. Okay, you can count it. So that is the reason it is a finite set. Set of animals, again, you can count it. So it is a finite set. Now on the contrary, the other set which I define is infinite set. Right, now what is infinite set? which cannot be listed down. Okay, which cannot be listed. Simple example, if I draw this line and if I ask you how many points are on this line, can you tell me? No, you cannot tell me. If I say this is a paper, this is a plane, how many lines you can draw here? Can you tell me? No. So again they are infinite sets. Or the simple example, x. X belongs to R. Okay, and this x is from 1 to 2. So how many numbers are there between 1 to 2 in the number line? Infinite numbers. Now this type of example I discussed earlier also, but here the condition was different. Here it was n, now it is r. So between two numbers there are infinite numbers if I talk about the real numbers. Okay. But when it comes to natural numbers, the scenario is different. Right? Now the next category is, what is equivalent set? Now, two finite sets A and B. Okay, two finite sets A and B are called equivalent sets. So, two finite sets A and B are called the equivalent set if their cardinal number is same. Now, what is this cardinal number is same? Cardinal number means number of elements in A should be equal to number of elements in B. Okay, now please mind it that I am not saying that elements are exactly same. I am only talking about the count. For example, if set A is 1, 2, 3. Okay, and set B is A, B, C. Then these two sets are equivalent sets. Understood? Now the similar type of thing which I can talk is, what is equal set? Now when I say equal sets, okay, when I say equal sets, I can say two sets A and B are equal if every element of A is member of B. Okay, if every element of A is member of B. I don't see the order with how they are arranged, but I should have. For example, if set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is 2, 3, 1, then these are equal sets. They are equal as well as equivalent. Obviously, if a set is equal, definitely it will be an equivalent set as well. Okay, but if the count is same and number are different, then it will be equivalent, not equal. Okay, now for example, a very common example here is this. Suppose the set A is defined like this. X such that X is letter of loyal. Okay. B, X such that X is letter of alloy. Now, do you think these two sets are equal? Let us check. L is here, L is here. O is here, O is here. Y is here, Y is here. A is here, A is here. L is here, L is here. So, these two sets are equal. Equal. Is it clear to all of you? So, the concept is very simple. Okay. Now, let's see few example. I will write down few questions. You have to check that what type of set it is. So I'll suggest all of you, when I write down the question, you pause the video, you give the answer and then check the answers. Okay. So I'm writing the questions for you. A is X such that X square minus 3 is equal to 0 and X is rational. Okay. First question. Now second question. B is equal to X such that X is an even prime number. Third, C, X such that X is between 4 to 5 and X belongs to N. Fourth, D is equal to X such that X square is equal to 25 and X is an odd integer. Then fifth is E is equal to X such that X belongs to Z and X square is even. Correct. Now let us see the answer for these questions. Now the first says that X such that X square minus 3 is 0 and X is rational. So how I will do? X square is equal to 3. Okay. So X is equal to root 3. Now what is root 3? Root 3 is an irrational number. It is not a rational number. Okay, what are irrational number? If you remember in 9th grade you have learned, if the number is irrational, if it is non-terminating and non-recurring, then it is irrational. And we all know that the value of root 3 is 1.732 dash dash dash. It will keep on going. Neither it will terminate nor you can see any repetitions in a particular format. So root 3 is irrational number. So in this case, answer for this is null set or empty set. So this is a null set. Now come to the B. X is an even prime number. What is the only even prime number? It is 2. So it has only one element, so it is a singleton set. Look at the next one. X such that X is between 4 and 5 and it belongs to N. The moment I said X belongs to N, it is a null set. If I say X belongs to R, it is an infinite set. Understood? Now look at the D. X square is equal to 25 and X is an odd integer. So X is equal to plus minus 5. So basically the set is 5 and minus 5. Okay. So this is non-empty set. Okay. Now come to this one. X belongs to Z. X square is even. Now what is this? Z is an infinite set, right? Z is an infinite set. And for that infinite set I am saying X square is even. So there are infinite numbers whose square is even. Because I know for negative number also square is even. For positive number also square is even. Oh, sorry, not like even, it is positive always, right? So now when you talk about the square of any number, so I can have infinite number whose square is even, because we know that square of an even number will remain even, and I have infinite even numbers. So this set is infinite. Okay, so now based on this, you can do first 3 exercise of your NCERT. Practice more and more question to understand the concept. In my next video, I will explain you what exactly is a subset. Subscribe the channel so that you will get the notification that I have uploaded a new video. Thank you.